Well, we are back with a final episode of The Spark with the lovely Chris Wilson from up north in Scotland. Hello, Chris.
Hello, how you doing, Katie?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited. This is the last of the season. It's both a wonderful moment for me because it means I can go and sleep, and also quite sad because I love chatting with so many brilliant people. You and I had a very heartfelt, very deep chat on Monday about various bits and bobs, but this is now a chance to have a little fun, make things a bit lighter. No sad times here. We're going to talk about all the good stuff, hopefully.
Well, I might sneak something in, we'll see.
And as always, you've had a chance to pick from a list of questions. So we're going to get to know you a little bit better and go from there. And also at the end, there'll be a question from the previous guest, and then you'll be able to provide a question for the next guest, which won't be asked until the following season, of which, when that begins, we're not yet sure. So let's go for it. Ooh, piece of creative advice. What is it that you've always ignored, but it works for you?
Niching down. Like niching,
Ooh.
Choose one thing and be very good at it, specialise in that. That seems to be something that you hear a lot through podcasts and information and books and everything, but I've went completely the other way and said, no, I'm going to embrace I'm going to specialise in being a generalist.
I love that.
Which is kind of sounds contradictory, but through whether it be the excitement of working on different things or just it feels more natural to do a bit of everything rather than niching. So I certainly don't adhere to that. Like that's not something that I do.
It's more fun to do lots of different things. It keeps it varied, doesn't it? It keeps you interested.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the things about doing all those kind of different things as well is it's like when there's, say, a certain, especially now with AI coming in, where certain disciplines and stuff are going out the window. Like I think one of the big things I've done is like photocompositing. That as a specialism is pretty much dead in the water now that AI's taken over. So being able to do a wee bit of everything is probably going to stand me in good stead going forward.
It's a good survival strategy, definitely.
There's a good book called Range by David Epstein, and it focuses on that, about being a generalist, not just in the creative industry, but just in general, and how that can sort of benefit you longer term rather than being a specialist. So definitely.
Didn't Creative Boom do a piece on it? Is this the age of the creative generalist? Were you not quoted in that article?
I might have been. You've quoted me a few times in some stuff over the years.
There you go.
Whether people listen to me or not, I don't know.
Well, whether they bother listening to me. God. When did you last feel completely out of your depth, and what happened next?
So, if it's a work-related thing, it's I feel at my depth pretty much most times I take a project on. I think there's always that point at the start of a project where you pitch for it and you're so nervous about the pitch, and that gives you the stress, and then you get the job and then you stress about how you're going to deliver the job. So and then if it's something that you've maybe not done before, or you've partially done it but you're not too sure, then I tend to get out of my depth. But I think from a personal standpoint, probably been most out of my depth is like having my son. That's probably been like the biggest wake-up call of all time. I can't. I'm not taking full responsibility for that. For that, like Nicola did put in 9 months of effort to but definitely like having a kid is like one of the biggest out of depth moments I think I've ever felt. Like just every day is a learning curve.
Yeah, were you there for the birth?
Yeah. I was there. In all its glory. was warned not to look down, but did it anyway and instantly regretted it.
Oh, don't worry, that's what all of us girls are told from an early age.
No, I tend to treat everything, like whether it's good or bad, like a project. It's like I need to it's the way my brain works. Like, so like when we knew we were pregnant, I went into full on like learn everything about it, get the dad books. What do I do during the birth? Like I learned everything. So I was there. Nicola had a straw with our cold water and stuff and like everything. So like I enjoyed the whole thing. It was great.
That's adorable.
Nicola, she was on the drugs and stuff. She was tried to get an epidural that didn't work, and then so nothing like you think that being in a presentation or doing some design work, you think that's nerve-wracking. Throw yourself into a maternity ward, or when your wife's on, but that's when you realise, can you work under pressure?
Yes. I'm one of those women that chose not to go down that path, but what an amazing thing to have. And now you have little Caleb.
Yeah, he's great.
Little 6-year-old Caleb. Is he a little character, force of nature? Does he take after you? Or
I think he definitely more me. Chaos, loves a laugh. He's the class clown already, and he's in primary 2. I was definitely that way in school, so he's taken all of that from me. His confidence and stuff like that. He can be sensible as well, though. Sometimes he calls me out and stuff, and that's definitely his mum. He's definitely.
He's already realising who the clown is amongst the parents.
Hopefully he's got. They say that he looks more like me as he's starting to get older. I think he looked like Nicola, so God help him.
Oh, come on. Come on.
He's funny. He comes out with crazy things. I remember, you might need to edit this out, but I remember being in the shower, and we always leave the door unlocked because he sometimes has to come in if he needs a pee. And so I left the door open. So he busts into the toilet, and he looks and he goes, "Oh, Dad, you've got a willy," and I was like, it's the same as yours, son. It's the same as yours. And he says, "Mine doesn't have a beard." I just thought it was excellent. So he cracks me up. He just comes up with some absolute cracking one-liners.
He sounds very creative.
He's brilliant.
No beard, love it.
Maybe he'll be a copywriter. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. It's very, very witty. Now then, I'm scared to ask you this. What's a hill you die on when it comes to creative work? It's nothing to do with beards, is it?
No. Don't ever bulk out a presentation with a design that you don't want to go ahead. Because so many of us do it where they say we want to see 3 concepts, and you'll do 2 and you think they're really strong. I love it. Right, excellent. They're going to love these. And then you'll sometimes put a filler or one that you think it's no 100%, but I'll put it in anyway. That will be the one they pick. 100% will be the one they pick. It'll be the one that I've experienced this over the years of doing it. And so don't put anything in that you're not happy to take as the final thing, because it makes the job so much harder. The result isn't as good, and you don't want to put it in your folio. At the end of the day, you want to be able to showcase it. So I'd say that don't put something in your presentation that you don't want the client to go ahead with.
Wise words. Work backwards. Now, when you're not working, what's a guilty pleasure you defend to the death?
I love old shitty amusements, seaside amusements.
Yeah.
The ones that have got the old coin machines. Yeah, where the coins move back and forth. The grabbing machines. I love them. I absolutely if we're
They're all
gonna,
cons, you know that, don't you?
I know this. I will happily spend £50 trying to win a £2 cuddly toy just through the excitement of, am I going to win it or no? I don't. It's just this weird thing. I really like them. I don't know if it's a nostalgic thing for my childhood or whatever. Try to recapture that feeling. So I love taking Caleb when we go. If we can source that a wee shitty amusement wherever we are, I will find it and we'll go.
The smell of the sea, walking across a pier, seeing the sea between the slats.
Something about it, it's just great. It's
candy floss.
And there's no they get rid of a lot of them, or they modernise them, which I hate. I want it to be shit. I want it to be all the old machines. It's that's part of the charm.
Chips.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I once had an ice cream completely nicked off my head. A seagull landed on my head and completely took the whole thing.
Aye.
And I was furious. So I picked up some pebbles and threw it at the seagull that was eating it on the beach, and obviously missed. And I turned around and there was this whole coach load of older people sat there just absolutely howling, creasing up. And I was just I was so embarrassed on 2 levels. A, the fact that it happened to me, and B, the fact that I lost my temper and threw a pebble at the seagull.
Well, they should have seen it coming. Those seagulls are crafty.
They really are.
they'll come down and take a full fish out of your, out of your chippy, 100%.
They will. They will. They're little
ballsy.
bastards. Little bastards.
Right.
Oh, if you could swap lives with a historical figure for a week, who would it be?
So probably Leonardo da Vinci, because he was like kind of like a polymath, like he'd done a bit of everything, and I think like, not that I'm comparing myself anywhere close to Da Vinci, but what I mean is this idea of doing more than one thing, like because I mean he was like an artist, a painter, an engineer, a scientist, a sculptor. Like he turned his hand to so many disciplines. And like I've been to some of his exhibitions and stuff that I've been on and seen like his drawings of like the medical stuff and it's so interesting. So like he just had this massive skill set and he was able to apply his creativity to it. So he's always fascinated me as a person, just thinking some of the things he came up with and invented back then, that was like the 1400s or something like that. And it's like you sometimes look at some of the design now and you think that's shit, and this guy was doing that stuff back then in like the 1400s. So he's always interested me as a kind of historical figure of somebody who like contributed so much but across so many different things.
Do you think if he had a LinkedIn profile and was around today, do you think he would still suffer the same fate as other creatives? You know, have someone reply and say, that's shit.
It's like, that painting you done was shit, or like the lighting was off, or the shadows weren't right. AI could do that better, or like some sort of, like, you should niche down.
Yes, what are you doing being a generalist, you dickhead?
You should niche down.
Oh gosh, I just remembered your son's potentially going to watch this. Sorry for swearing.
It's okay. I'm his dad and I try my best not to swear around him, but it slips out.
It's just language.
Yeah.
If your inner critic had a voice and a name, what would it sound like?
So I've got this thing where I seem to call things Steve, and I don't know why. Like we've got squirrels in the garden. There's 3 of them, and we call them all Steve because we obviously can't distinguish what one's what.
Not Steve, Stefan, and Stephen.
No, just Steve for all 3. Makes it easier.
Love it.
So I think he'd be called Steve, and I think he would be a bit of an arse. Like he can be. Like, I think we talked about it. I can be quite critical of myself. Like I can be quite harsh. I try and. If I'm thinking of that inner voice sometimes and it's been a bit shitty to me or I'm being a bit hard, I'm trying to be better at being like, oh, fuck off. Like, hear it as the voice and then just be like, right, okay, that's okay to think that. I mean, I think having an inner voice is great for being almost like a sounding board in your own head. Like, if you can hear it talking back to you and you can use that. But also, equally, it can be quite bad. Like you can shit on yourself a lot and get yourself down and maybe not appreciate stuff and it becomes this almost like a comparison thing, which can be dangerous.
No, totally.
So Steve, he's not a very nice guy. Like that inner critic that I've got. Not to be confused with Steve the squirrels, who are just they're really nice. They're really nice.
They're nice. Eat the nuts.
And they don't often talk about my creativity. They just want to get fed. So that's good.
Love it. Well, my Steve's been replaced with a kind of 1960s biker girl who's like very rebellious. She's very kind of feisty and she doesn't take shit off anyone. And she's sick of everybody's shit. And she just goes around trying to make me do really kind of like, you know, awful things that might really surprise people because I'm sick of everybody's shit because I'm going through the menopause and I'm just angry in a kind of comical way. You know, like people will be taking ages in a public toilet to go to the loo. And I'm like, in my head, I've got, let's call her Riz. She's like, what the hell are those girls doing in that bathroom for fuck's sake?
You know, I love it.
You should blurt out, can you please hurry up, ladies? We're not performing, you know. We're not performing in there, are we? Like, you only have to wee and pull your pants up for God's sake. And the impatience. I have to calm her down. I have to say, Riz, will you just shut the fuck up and just stop being so angry all the time? It's great that you're finding yourself and you've got that, you know, pizzazz, but my goodness, can we just still have a bit of humility and kindness?
I think that's an age thing as well. I've definitely
Yeah.
noticed I'm starting to become really grumpy.
Oh, maybe
like,
it'll turn into
about
Victor.
small thing. Aye, like honestly, I think that's where I'm going
Victor
down that
Meldrew.
route. Yeah, definitely. I can
Let's
see
do it. 1, 2, 3.
I don't believe
it.
Brilliant.
True.
Don't use that as the snippet for the podcast,
No, I won't.
please.
I promise. I promise I will not. No. But do you resonate with this? So I have a car park here in my little town that I moved to a couple of years ago out of Manchester. It's a lovely little place. Mm-hmm. And the council charges 87 pence for half an hour parking when you just want to run a little errand. And normally I walk, but some days are really busy. But then there's a Marks and Spencer food hall. And they charge £1 for 90 minutes. And you get your money back if you go and buy something in store. So it's only been recently, I couldn't be bothered with that. I just go and pay the council. But just recently, Riz is like, what are we paying these bastards for? Go and park on the Marks and Spencer's car park, get your £1 back and go and buy that posh salad that you've been keeping your eye on.
Go and treat yourself.
Yes. Go and buy some chocolate.
Aye. Go for it.
She's a troublemaker.
So I'm assuming she sounds very like Sandy. Is it Sandy from Greece?
No, it's the other one. It's the cooler one.
Riz is the other one.
Is it Rizzo?
Rizzo, aye. Like, so, yeah.
I could have been with other guys.
I'm not going to duet with you. I'm afraid.
Rizzo.
My singing days are gone.
She was brilliant. She was the one that all of us cool girls really liked when we were kids. I mean, we liked Sandy, but we wanted to be more like Rizzo.
Rizzo was the authentic. Sandy changed her personality, didn't she? She was prim
she was
and proper.
She was a bit mean to Sandy initially. She was a bit mean.
But there was probably love there down under, though. I think it was that sort of. I think it was well meant hatred.
Yes, and then she becomes the wife of Jed Bartlett. So you're not getting the reference. So have you ever watched The West Wing?
I haven't. I've not seen that, unfortunately.
So good. Give it honestly, this time of year, West Wing, highly recommended, along with Gilmore Girls, and then you just swap the two.
Right.
Perfect. Life's happy. What's a scent or smell that instantly takes you back to a memory?
So this will be Bovril.
Oh.
Bovril, right? Or chicken soup. But it has to. So the reason this is a thing. So I kind of talked, I think, in the podcast about my dad used to go to the car auctions. So we'd get these car auctions and we'd fix cars up, and they would sell Bovril. But it was those machines that you'd go up to that had the small kind of cream coloured plastic cups. Like, it was terrible, right?
Oh no!
But they done the Bovril and they done the chicken soup. So whenever I smell Bovril or chicken soup, it reminds me of those days, those cold days going to the auction outside and bidding on the cars, or when my dad worked at the hotels, they had one of those machines that had it and we would get a chicken soup. So like, whenever I smell those two things, it always reminds me of going to work with my dad in the hotel and him showing me how to wire plugs and do all that sort of stuff, or going to the car auctions with the Bovril. So
comforting.
It's definitely a nostalgic thing.
Oh God, yeah. It's a powerful thing, smell. Now, we've got one more before we give you last week's guest question, and it is, what is the most recent photo on your phone?
So I was going to try and show you, but I'm using the phone to record this, but I had looked at it before, so it's actually a picture of my foot, and I've not got a foot fetish or anything like that. It's not it's not like that. No, I hit my foot getting out of the bath at the weekend, right? And I think I broke my toe.
Oh, for goodness sake.
My foot swelled right up. So I'd sent a picture to Nicola. Like, this doesn't look normal. I think I broke my foot. And she's like, yeah, that looks broken. Basically, it swelled right up. It's went completely almost like deep purple. And she's like, so I went, like we all do when we do things like this, we Google it straight away. Like, is my foot broken? And looked at something. I was like, that definitely looks like all of these images. And then looked up, what do you do? And people are like, well, you can go to the doctors, but they don't do anything for it. So I just started it. So I've basically just left it. So I've got this bruised toe. So that's one of the pictures that was on it, the most recent one that I'd sent. And there's a couple other ones. It was me and the wee man have been taking an old scooter that he had. We've been putting new handles on it and spraying it up and fixing it up. So there's a picture of that.
God, he'll treasure those memories.
Aye, it's good because we had him out in the garden. Whenever we're building stuff, like I always get him to get involved. So like I'll give him a hammer or screwdriver. I'll let him do it. Obviously, I'll monitor him and make sure he doesn't hurt himself. But
of course,
I love it. I love the idea is just working building stuff together. So like we were doing that with his scooter. So that was one of our photos that was in there.
So nice. So nice. Right. So we have a question from the previous guest.
Mm-hmm.
It is Joy Nazari from the founder of D&Co. And
Cool.
She asks, when I need to get myself in a different headspace, I have a few go-to music tracks, which now Pavlov my brain into a new mode. What do you do as a leader to manage your energy? And if it's music, show us your tracks.
Right, okay. So that's a question. So I suppose I can't really talk about the leader side because I don't have a team or anything like that. But I think...
You are a leader.
Well...
Follow the leader, follow the leader. You're a leader.
Saying that, if there is a conga going on, then I'm definitely at the front of it. I'm the one starting that.
That's brilliant. And I'll definitely be one of the people that comes and joins in to show support. But
so I like music is a big, like I listen to music a lot. I think even just like if you've been back in the band days, like music's always been a big part of my life, whether that be like growing up and stuff like that. Like so, like track wise, so like I listen to a lot of metal, like kind of rock metal. But I'm open to a bit of everything really. Like I think it's like the design thing. I have quite an eclectic taste in music. Like
Same.
I'm going to see Rick Wakeman. So again, like random. Again, that's like a band. He's a artist from like the kind of 70s, I think.
He's 76.
Yeah, and my dad kind of got me into it. He plays synthesizers and has these weird albums about like Knights of the Round Table and stuff like that. It's just bizarre,
so
but like,
cool.
But then I'll listen to like the genre of chiptune, which is like taking old Game Boys and taking the 8-bit soundtracks from it to make music. I like a lot of Japanese music. Like my taste is so eclectic, but like I love going to gigs. So like if there's something where I need to let loose and like feel like I've got somewhere I can go to that's not work related, I'm not having to be responsible as a husband or a parent, I can just go nuts. I go to gigs a lot. So like it's only until recently I've kind of stopped getting in the pit. Like I love getting into a mosh pit and just coming out bruised and broken, and then but I'm getting a bit old for it now. The bruises they're taking longer to heal each time I do it.
Well,
but I love a gig.
I love a mosh pit. I started a mosh pit at a Sex Pistols gig in Manchester once.
Wow, amazing! Like
there were loads of old men just stood around, sort of like that, really kind of mellow. And my friend who I'd gone with, who was a bit older than me, he just said, "This is a bit dull, isn't it?" Like, not the Sex Pistols, but the audience were just so
quite lame,
chilled, you know. And I just went, hold my pint. And off I walked into the fray. And I just went up to all these random men just going, oh my God, it's the fucking Sex Pistols!
Yeah. Just like, come on, like,
and they
get a bit of
jumping
movement.
Up and down.
It's weird. I've seen this, like, I've been going to gigs since I was like a teenager. And I love that. I love that whole united feeling you have when you're at a gig and everybody's just enjoying it and you're there, and it's
so nice.
And it's so weird to look at, because when you look at these types of gigs, like metal gigs and rock gigs, when the pit is going off, or they do this thing called the wall of death, where basically like it all separates and then you run in. Like I'm right at the front of that. Like I'm going hell for it. I love it. Like, but from the outside, people who maybe don't know that genre of music are like, oh my God, this is brutal, and it's so like, but it isn't. It really isn't. There couldn't be like a better bunch of people. Like
they're all softies.
Aye, really? Like that's the thing.
Yeah, they are. It's a good genre to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that was a great question. So now, do you have a question for our next guest, which will not be answered until the next season? So we'll have to put it on ice.
So I was on one of your talks recently with Simon Dixon from Dixon Baxi, and I asked a question, and it's actually resulted in him saying that I could have some time with him, which I'm going to actually speak to him. So
amazing.
I'll ask that same question that I asked him, which was, if you say your agency or your studio or you're a one-man band, right? If you were a genre of music, what would it be? And what would be the name of your first album, like your debut album? So like that would be my question.
It's a brilliant question, and it really made Simon smile, didn't it? And won you a prize. So yeah. Fantastic. All right, I will put that on ice, and I will put that to our next guest. Chris, will you please look after yourself? Try not to injure yourself.
I'll get my toe fixed.
And just be wonderful you, and carry on remembering to, like me, have that balance, which is not always easy to achieve. But make sure you look after yourself.
Will do. Thanks so much, Katie, and thanks so much on behalf of like everybody in the design community for everything that you do with Creative Boom, like the platform, the podcast, everything. Like it really is. It's incredible for people in terms of like inspiration, the showcasing that you do for everybody. So keep it up, and I'm loving the new vlogs as well. I'm every week just dying to tune in to see it. So excellent.
Well, you'll be surprised to know that for the vlog coming up next, well, I'm going to be going to Amsterdam, which will probably be out by the time this episode comes out. And I'll also have been to Dixon Baxi for a studio tour. So nice. If you want me to ask anything else whilst I'm there, please do drop me a line, because I'm going there in November.
That's excellent.
Well, it's actually January now, isn't it? So I was there last November, but you know.
It sounds as if it went great.
It was brilliant. They had rubbish lunch though. They could have put on better spread. I'm joking. This is where this is Rizzo kicking in. She's just a terrible rebel. Right, we'll have a wonderful 2026. And if you're tuning in, listening to this, and you've enjoyed the season, please do subscribe, leave us a review, tell all your friends, and more than anything, thank you so much for listening and being part of this wonderful community. Until the next season, see you soon.